welcome back to 4F Beauty. Today we are testing a new foundation, which is this LA Girl Pro Matte, which I got from Beauty Bay, and this is in shade Ivory. So if you want to see how it applies and how it lasts throughout the day on my oily combo skin, you're in just the right place. Stay right there, because when my song's finished, the review will start. When will I be YouTube famous? Here it comes. Hey, welcome back from the intro. Let's straighten you up a little bit, there we go. Right, today, I've probably already told you, I'm going to be using this LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Longwear Matte Foundation. You get 30ml or 1 fluid ounce, and this is in shade Ivory. I just want to show you something. I also bought the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. You get 0.95 of a fluid ounce, or 28ml, not 30. And the lightest shade they do is Porcelain. Really, LA Girl? Really? You can go this light on one, but you can't on this one? This is not Porcelain. This is Porcelain. I don't, it infuriates me when exactly the same brand on two different lines of foundation and their lightest shades are so drastically different. Now, I will try this one for you, but on a day when I haven't got to leave the house, because I don't want to walk around looking like a Oompa Loompa. Right, rant over. I have washed, moisturised and primed my face. As always, I use this because chronic pain and the side effects of the medication that I take for chronic pain give me a very sweaty face. Right, I've given this a shake. What does it say about it? Medium to full coverage, smooth longwear, suede finish. Okay. Got a pump like that, as you can see, look, absolutely not been used yet. Onto my phone case again. And it's medium thickness consistency. So, because I've obviously not used this one yet, I'll do brush one side and I'll do sponge the other, and I'm just going to put my phone on silent because otherwise that's really going to bug me. Right, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. sponge. Very similar in shape to the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, but it's just a little bit, you can see these are a bit denser packed and this is a little bit more, it's still dense but it's a little bit softer. So let's scoot you in a little bit. When I say a little bit, I obviously mean a lot. And let's see how this applies. Now, as always, people see the middle of your face first. So start your foundation there and work outwards. I think this is going to be the right colour for me. I know it looks super pale when you compare it to the other side of my face, but that's just because I've got some hyperpigmentation from various bumps and bruises I've had playing rugby in the past, and spots that I picked as a teenager that I really shouldn't, and I get quite a lot of this, what's called teabag staining. It's a form of birthmark I've got more over, but if you compare it to my chest, it's the right colour. Okay, well that went on quite easily, quite nicely. Right, let's give a go with the sponge on the other side. I did only bring out 2 pumps of this, so I might have to add some more because obviously sponges do soak it up. I can't work out what the smell of this foundation reminds me of. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to add some more. Oh god, it reminds me of that. Reminds me of a glue that we used to use when I was at school. It's rather an unfortunate smell. I mean, it's not overpowering. Hopefully it'll die down a little bit. But yeah, the smell's definitely there. So that's the sponge side, and that's the brush side. I think I get a wee bit more coverage using a brush. So it says it's getting medium to full, so let's pump out a little bit more. Do I get more with the brush or do I get more with the sponge? I'm not sure. I think I prefer the finish with the sponge actually. So I might go over and see if I can build up and see how it, you know, whether I can get it to a higher coverage than it is at the moment. So how's your day been so far? Is it the beginning of your day? Are you doing your makeup along with me, or is it the end of the day? So it's going to vibrate at me instead. Let's put it over there. I always end up getting my foundation on the sponge, on this towel. Yeah, it's built up a bit. And it built up on itself quite easily as well. Didn't seem to move the foundation, you know, the first layer of foundation that I put down. But obviously that did use a fair amount of pumps to get it to this level. I'm just using a face wipe to clean the excess off of the brush. I do this, you're probably sick of hearing this if you've watched all of them, but in case you're a new viewer, hey, in which case, hi, welcome. I always, if I've been using liquids or creams on a brush, I always clean the excess off on a face wipe. Partly because it means that if I want to use the brush again tomorrow, the bristles aren't too stiff. It extends the life of the brush, because when it's time to do your deep clean, it's much easier, so you're not having to be too aggressive with the brushes. And you can see that's come pretty much clean now. Oh, it's so soft, this one. Right. That does actually feel like it's drying down already. That's good. So let's go in with a little bit of Revolution Conceal and Define in C1. You know I don't do those huge triangles, it's just not necessary. Waste product, settles in your lines, makes you look old. It only really looks flattering on like studio camera. I use a flat foundation brush to blend mine out. I don't use an eyelid primer. I find that carrying this across my lid and then the foundation and then whichever concealer I'm using and setting it does absolutely fine. And I've got quite oily lids, I've got oily combo skin. So I think I might have to get some antihistamines when we go shopping today. I'm starting to feel all sinusy again. Already. Mind you, the clocks did go forward. Well, I say last night, 1 o'clock this morning they went forward. So, 1 hour less sleep. Fabulous. That's the best part about the clocks going back in the winter. You get an extra hour in bed. Personally, I wish they'd just leave it as British summertime. They only changed it during the war to give farmers more time in the fields. Right. There we go. That's all applied. So I am now going to disappear off and go and put some makeup on. And when you next see me, I will be looking much more colourful. Don't go anywhere. Hey, I'm back, and as promised, much more colourful. Okay, once again, I am terrible at giving you check-in times. It was about 11 o'clock when I'd finished putting all of this on. Well, when I'd finished putting my base makeup on anyway. So if you want to see how well this copes on my oily combo skin, you hang on there because you're going to find out pretty instantly. I've got a few hours to wait before my first check-in. As always, I will try and get at least 2 check-ins done for you today so you can see how it wears throughout the day. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Hey, welcome back for the first check-in. It is currently 6:20. So this has been on for just over the 6 hours. Let's have a zoom in and see how it's doing. Starting to split a little bit along that crease, but not too badly. That one's actually looking quite good too. Still looking quite hydrated here. Hasn't gone scaly yet, that's good. Starting to split a little bit here, around the side of my nose, and here. Had sunglasses on in the car earlier and it's taken a bit of the foundation off there and there. Got some off my top lip, but then we had French stick for lunch, so and again that bit that's come off of my chin is probably where I was brushing crumbs off my chin earlier. Contour and blush and everything is still looking fine, they've not faded. And it's not gone super dry or anything. Let's zoom you back out again. So yeah, so far this is doing pretty good. Quite impressed with it. The only bits that are sort of smudging is where I've been brushing like French stick crumbs off my chin and where my sunglasses were resting on my nose there earlier, and I don't know any foundation that doesn't come off on my sunglasses, to be quite honest. So far so good. Would it still look this good at the last check-in of the day? I've got a few hours to find that out. You're going to find out right now, so don't go anywhere. Hey, welcome back to the final check-in. Diddle-diddle, diddle-diddle. Alright, it's coming up 10:15, so that means this has been on just under 11 hours. So let's have a zoom in and see how it's doing. too close for my camera. There we go. No more settling into that crease line there. And this one hasn't got any worse either. That's good. Still looking actually not too bad. You know, still got a fair amount of concealer on there. Doesn't seem to have gone alligatory too much. I'm quite impressed with that so far. Okay. Yeah, it's still splitting a bit around the nose here, but apart from these bits here, which you know if you've seen any of mine, that's the worst place for me to try and keep foundation on. Doesn't seem to be settling in my smile lines much. The bits that rubbed off when I was eating lunch earlier haven't got any worse, so that's good. Even this bit where I'd rubbed it quite a bit to get, you know, like crumbs off, still hasn't got any worse. Yeah, blush and contour still looking good. These drier parts of my cheeks here are still looking good. Eyeshadow hasn't really budged much, it's still nice and bright. Wings are still sharp. Let's zoom back out again for my final thoughts. So, what do I think of the LA Girl Pro Matte foundation? I actually really like this. I've had a couple of really dud foundations in a row. I'm not sure which order I'm putting them up though, so you might have seen a good foundation and then think, what's she talking about? The last one was a good one, but the order that I've recorded them, I've had a couple of real duds. One of them was quite an expensive dud as well. So the fact that this is such a reasonable price and has coped really remarkably well on my skin, because we were out earlier doing the shopping in Asda and my pain levels shot up like they usually do. And even that doesn't seem to have budged it very much, so I'm really very, very impressed with it. And it's only a tenner from Beauty Bay. So, LA Girl Pro Matte gets a 2 thumbs up from me. So, I hope that's been helpful for you, and if it has, perhaps you could press that like button, comment, subscribe. If you subscribe, click the bell so you join my notification squad, and then you're not going to miss out on any more of the videos I upload. Alright, that was the final check-in. So now it's time for me to take this off my face, have a huge glass of water, and snuggle up and watch a film with the hubby. I hope you have a fab rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, day, whatever time of day you're watching me, wherever you are in the world. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.